Hi there, we're here to just give you, Moshi and I are here today just to give you a few tips on the Arctic Trail and what kit to use for while we're out there. Alright, firstly you need a 80 litre to 100 litre kit bag. This kit bag, put everything in to fly out with, and soft duffel bag is really important. Next up, you need for while you're walking on the trail, you need a minimum of a 35 litre pack. I use a 70, probably a bit big, but you can go, 35 litre will work. It is a bit tight, but if you're going to buy one, maybe look at one slightly larger than that, just to help out. You need one with a good waist strap to give you a bit of support, because you're going to be carrying between 8 to 12 kilos of weight a day. So you've got a bit of weight in there, so it's worth doing that. Alright, and then in terms of water, drinking water you're going to carry each day, you need an Nalgene bottle, because your platypus and all those systems, they will freeze straight away because it's a bit chilly out there. So an Nalgene bottle, a flask, 500 ml, or a litre bottle of water flask will be fantastic, so you can have hot tea and things like that. You'll get a water to go bottle, which is an Adventurous one, which is a nice little prezzy, and you'll get that when we fly out as well, which is some more water there. So you'll be carrying about a litre and a half of water a day, maybe 2 maximum, but that should be more than enough to get you through the day. Next up, you get a spork, good little piece of kit, handy, just for your lunches really, and you can buy them in Abisko, and so they're a nice little memento to have on the trip, or bring one with you. Personal toiletries as well, you need to bring sun cream, really important, and a personal med kit. Basically, personal med kit, all you need some ibuprofen, some paracetamol, some blister kit, and then any personal medication that you might have on top of that. Something, nice small little pack like this type thing will be plenty. Okay, and then head torch. Bring a head torch just for nipping onto the loo in the evenings. And then onto personal kit, which will be taken. First up, gloves. You need a good pair of gloves, something that's going to keep you nice and warm. Your hands and your feet are going to be the most important out during the day, and the bits that are going to get the most cold. So, good pair of gloves. I use the Hestra ones, and you can use gloves or mittens, prefer which ones you want, but just please make sure you get really good ones. Well, it's probably going to be the biggest expense of kit in terms of, for the trip. It's probably going to be gloves and boots, but can all be sort of found. You can find deals out there. So yeah, a buff, really good. You must have buff as well. Just protect your face from the wind and the cold and the sun. So I've put 2 there. 1 would be enough if you've only got the 1. And then a pair of ski goggles, just in case it gets a bit stormy one of the days. So pack them in. Sunglasses. They're like wrap round sunglasses, give a bit more protection. So hopefully you'll be wearing them a lot of times. It'll be nice and sunny. And then a woolly hat. Pack 2 in if you want. Always good to have a spare if you've got space, but otherwise just bring the 1. Socks. 3 pairs of socks should be sufficient. Merino wool ones you can wear an inner and an outer sock. You wear 2 pairs if you want, or 1. It's entirely up to yourself. I just find 1 pair with these boots is plenty. So 3 pairs and maybe 1 spare for in the hut or something like that. So that's more than enough there. Gaiters, again optional, but you've got them, worth packing them in case we get a lot of snow and got to go through some deep snow and things. Pack some gaiters on there. Okay, next really important part of kit are going to be your boots. So we've got like North Face Chill Cat ones, the ones that I use these, and the Solomon Tundras which Sue's got. Both really good boots. They're soft, got a soft sole on them, but they're really insulated. You can't, you couldn't wear these in the UK, certainly not in summer. I'm probably struggling in winter actually, they're that warm. So if you've got boots that you wear in the UK for trekking and that, they're probably not going to be warm enough. And if you've got a winter mountaineering boot like a B2 that's really well insulated, not just thin Gore-Tex, that they might be sufficient. But your feet are going to be and hands are going to be really important. So please, it's something that you need to look into. You can. There's various like eBay and that you can look, and you can get second-hand ones and things. They usually cost about £120 new. But you can't scrimp on your boots, definitely not. Okay, so at the end of the day, we get to the hut, we leave the boots outside in the boot room, and then we need a pair of slippers or Crocs or something like that to wear around the hut. So I use Crocs because they're nice and light and they pack away nice and easy. So bring a pair of them, I recommend that. Okay, also ask you to bring a sleeping bag. A 2 or 3 season sleeping bag will be plenty, and you'll find you'll only want something that packs down nice and small, that doesn't take up too much space in your pack as well. There's sleeping mats and there's bedding and everything in the huts as well, so you probably won't use your sleeping bag each evening. It's more for just emergency really, so it's just that's all. 2 to 3 season is plenty. Next up, okay, is what I'll be wearing each day while I'm out on the trail. So first of all, I'll have my thermals here. I use the Woolpack thermals, really good. So I'll have 2 pairs actually. I'll have 1 pair to wear in the day when I'm out on the trail, and another pair if I want for the evenings, or in case one pair, I don't know, gets wet, so it rains or something. I don't know. It's worth having 2 pairs. So in the day I'll have thermal bottoms on top, and then I will have my trekking trousers, which are sort of quite warm, wintry ones actually, but with side vents on as well. So I'll have a pair of those each day. So that's my legs sorted, nice and warm. And then on the top, like I say, thermal top. And then I'll have a merino wool gilet. So I'm cooking already. And then I'll have a windstopper with a hood, soft shell. So I can wear that. So I'm layering up rather than having one long big jacket or something, so that I can regulate my heat a little bit better. So temperatures do change quite a lot. And then I'll also a waterproof jacket as well. So I'll have that on. And then what I will do as well, I've obviously got my down jacket here. I tend not to trek in that actually because I'm warm enough with what I've got. So I'll maybe start off with this in the morning, or towards the end of the day, or when it's lunchtime, or at night watching the Northern Lights. So that just stays in my bag and I have it handy. So I don't plan on trekking with that. That's your backup. So make sure you've got enough warm clothes without having to wear your down jacket to be walking. It's good to put on at lunchtimes and things if it gets a bit chilly. And I've also got my waterproof trousers here as well that are salopettes. They don't need to be salopettes at all, but that's more for the wind again. You get snow obviously, but it's more wind protection there as well. So I've got them. So that's kind of, it's not a great deal, but it's certainly plenty for the trail that we've got. I put everything into one big dry bag. That's a 35 litre bag, or that will fit inside my rucksack, and everything goes in there and keeps dry. But I also have another dry bag that I'll probably put my sleeping bag in there, and maybe my overnight kit or something in there separate as well. If you've got more dry bags, that's fantastic. Use them. Definitely have one for your bag and for your sleeping stuff. Then the only other thing really is trekking poles. Will provide you with trekking poles anyway, so you don't need to bring any. But if you do, just make sure they're sufficient for being in the snow, and they've got nice big snow bales there. And that's it really. Thank you from me and Moshi Dog here for taking the time to watch our little kit demo. If you have any questions, please do ask.